Welcome to Down in the Hole. My name
gang.
is Blaine, and that is Jonathan on the TV screen, because we know how to do things with old televisions. It's a lot of fun.
And today's discussion, we're going to be discussing Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible is the reason why I own a pair of Oakley X Metal sunglasses.
Shit.
If you, at the very beginning of Mission Impossible 2,
Yeah.
he's doing some rock climbing.
Yep.
And a helicopter comes and shoots a little thing, shoots like what looks like a little rocket out of the helicopter, and it lands and sticks in the ground. Out pops a pair of Oakley Romeos.
Yeah.
And he puts those on, and that's how he gets his message.
Yeah.
And that's how I became the biggest freaking fan in the world of Oakley sunglasses when I was younger.
When it's like, this self-destruct, this message will... Oh, is everybody okay back there?
Yeah, I just had some boxes fall off the chair. No big deal.
Oh, okay.
Everything's good.
Everything's falling apart. But yeah, it was like, and then it's like this message will self-destruct in 10 seconds, and he takes them off and fires them. And isn't that like the title? That's the title screen as it explodes.
Except, you know what? Except those glasses would have made it, because these babies are made of titanium.
Really?
Yeah, you can run them over with your friggin' car, and the lenses will break, but the frames will be fine.
Fuck. How much do those cost, if you don't mind me asking?
These ones I got on eBay. I bought the lenses separately. The frames and another set of lenses I got for, it was around $400.
Oh, wow. Not too bad for Oakleys, though, really.
I'll never need another pair of glasses, man. Like, these things, like, I can't. What? Like, I can't. I'm trying. Like, I can't bend that.
Wow.
Like, they're tough. They had to stop making them because, A, they were expensive, and I guess the plants they were making them at was really harmful for the environment, or some silly bullshit. Yeah.
Research and development. Damn it.
What a stupid reason to stop making the best pair of glasses that's ever been made.
Yeah. Just research and develop a way to do it where you're not killing the environment. Like, there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
So I guess this is like a Tom Cruise episode, because who knows how to make action films? The man Tom Cruise.
The last remaining action star.
Yeah. You're probably right.
There's no true action star remaining aside from Tom Cruise, in my opinion.
Yeah, because Arnold is pretty much done.
He's doing like some shit on Netflix and stuff now. But Tom Cruise is still the big action guy for movie theaters.
Yeah, no matter who you say comes close, like, Jason Statham, The Rock, Sylvester Stallone, like, all those guys can't even come close to what Tom Cruise does. It's impossible.
No. He's the last real action star.
Yeah, Tom Cruise and Jerry Bruckheimer doing Top Gun Maverick was like phenomenal, better than the original, crazy awesome. And then I see, of course, another Mission Impossible movie's coming up, part 1 of 2, I guess. They're doing a 2-parter, and I've watched that trailer. And you're just glued to it because it's all practical effects. And then he does that goddamn dirt bike off a cliff. And I'm like, what? Into a skydive. And I'm like, I'm having a fucking heart attack.
Stunts.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, I don't even, how, what? I'm like, Shelly, you got to watch this trailer. And she's like, that guy's fucking insane. I'm like, he's riding a motorcycle off of a mountain. And like,
that was probably
is that real? Yes,
it's
real. Because that's what he does.
Yeah, 100%.
So you were saying to me before here, because this is what we do. We pre-discuss everything sometimes. He did the film's biggest, most in the film franchises. The franchise of Mission Impossible, as done by Tom Cruise on the silver screen, the craziest stunt they've ever done for the movie is coming up in this movie. They filmed it first, you were telling me.
Yeah, because he said if he died, that's it. He wouldn't
just vault the footage, and
he wouldn't want the film hampered by his death. So he's like, let's do it now, or either it's going to work or it's not. We're doing it now.
Is that the dirt bike one off the?
I don't know. I don't know for sure. By the sounds of it, it could be. Holy crap!
I wonder if there's a crazier stunt than that though.
The Halo jump and Fallout was pretty nuts.
Well, him hanging onto the airplane while it took off the runway, that was insane too.
Yeah.
Tied with a cable on his belt, like no big deal. Like, man, and of course it doesn't even cut away for like 40 seconds. Like you watch the plane gain 500 feet before they cut. And I'm like, this isn't stopping. Nuts. It's just going, he's going to fly away with Tom Cruise hanging onto the side of it.
He's nuts. Like he knows how to fly an F-18.
Yeah, and everybody in that movie did.
Yeah.
Such a good movie, man. That Top Gun. I still can't imagine how, when you try to think of like action movies, and that's a great one. Obviously, it's probably one of the best ever made. And then you've got like the John Wick movies. Like there's a special select few.
Man, let's go back to like the beginning. Like, do you remember the first Mission Impossible?
Yes, I love that movie.
Like, there were so many for me. Like, I thought it was cool, like, because at that age, I was like, oh, that's like Tom Cruise is, like my mom's actor. You know what I mean? Like, but then, like, it had Emilio. Mm-hmm. I see Emilio Estevez, and like as a kid, I'm thinking Mighty Ducks. Right on, this is cool. Like, this is a good start. One? And then, like, man, like he gets his face annihilated in the elevator shaft, and we were off to the races. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, I'm in. Let's go.
And I remember a lot more. I guess they still do it, but I remember those first couple were a lot more like slower paced, like espionage kind of spy stuff.
Yeah, like number 2.
Where now there's like buildings falling down and trains driving through stuff, and it's a lot of big action set pieces, which is totally fine. I'm all for it.
It's kind of morphed into like a version of like a James Bond film,
right?
Which I'm tattooed with 007. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like those first, and I even liked like number 3 was good.
I don't think I've ever seen.
I really like number 3.
Number 3, is that the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Yeah, buddy, he was such a good bad guy in that movie.
He's an awesome actor, that guy.
Like, it didn't matter. Like the quality of the movie is irrelevant when he's playing that character and playing it that well. Like, it was so good.
Yeah. Such a great franchise, man. And the last few of them have been just unreal. They're getting better. The more they do, the better they get.
Well, in the third one with Philip Seymour Hoffman, like it revolved a lot around Ethan Hunt's wife too, right?
Okay.
So it was neat in Fallout, and like in the newest one, like she's back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And, like, yeah, it was. Like, have you seen the newest one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's one with Henry Cavill doing the arm loading thing in the bathroom.
Oh my god. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like
he's like somebody
dropping shit here, but he's like
somebody asked him that. They're like, did he like reload his arms? And like Tom was like, yeah, we said we had to do another take, and he's like, we said, Henry, make sure you do that thing again. And Henry's like, what thing? He's like, when you reloaded your arms, and he's like, what? Like, he didn't even know he did it. He just kind of, that's just how he got up. He just straightened out his jacket and went back in at it.
Man, why every like UFC fighter, like MMA fighter and professional wrestler is not doing that at the beginning of a friggin' match or like fight is just, they should. It's the coolest looking thing ever.
And like,
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm like, I can't be the only one that thinks that is the coolest looking shit.
No,
like in any fight scene ever.
I've seen people ask him in interviews about it, how crazy that was, and he didn't realize he even did it until they pointed it out. Like, no, you need to do that thing again because that was really cool.
Man, that fight scene in the bathroom was friggin' badass. That whole thing was wicked.
Yeah. I watched some behind the scenes with some stunt guys on a YouTube channel, Corridor Crew. The Corridor Digital guys do behind the scenes with stunt people and stuff, and they broke that scene down as like, it's like one of the best fight scenes ever. And then they even show you how they've hidden like padding in the floors and stuff. Yeah. Because when you fall down, you don't want to fall down on ceramic and concrete, so they kind of make fake stuff. And it's neat how they hide soft walls and stuff like that. But
It's
I mean,
yeah,
you can't,
professionals, buddy.
shooting a scene like that with everybody in it was amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, this new one. So yeah, like we hang out sometimes. So maybe we're gonna go see that movie.
Yeah, we've seen some other movies that we've discussed on
Batman.
on this. Oh my god, man! Still one of them.
Apparently, there's a Penguin movie.
There, I thought, yeah, it's either a movie or I thought there was a TV show. I don't know if it was a movie or an HBO Max show. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what they got to do too. You know what, the one thing I almost forgot to mention this. The one thing that they do in every Mission Impossible movie, other than Henry Cavill reloading his arms. But in every single Mission Impossible movie, and it gets me every time. Do you know where I'm going with this?
What?
The mask.
Oh, I lied.
I never see it coming. I never see it coming. They hide it every time. I'm like, man, this is getting to be some crazy shit. And I'm like, you fucking guys, like I had no idea they were gonna. Every time they pull it off, they hide it so well, where you just think it's this crazy scene, and then he starts to unbutton his shirt, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's the mask. God,
it's like a magic trick, buddy. It's like they're making you look this way while over on this side they're gonna friggin' pull some crazy shit out.
And somehow the way they put the movie together, you forget there's gonna be a scene with a mask. and then when he starts to reach for his collar, and you're like, who the fuck's wearing the mask now? Totally forgot about the mask. But I'm sure there'll be one in the new movie. There always seems to be that rubber masky thing.
Oh yeah.
I remember that one. The one most like that sticks in my brain the most was the John Voight one, where he's just in the train sitting against the wall, like kind of not moving too much, and it's kind of weird because he's not saying anything, and I'm like, what?
And then Ethan.
Ethan's not dead. There he is the whole time. I heard everything you said, you dumbasses. Love it.
Or in number 2.
Yeah.
When
number 2, the helicopter one.
When they've got who they think is Ethan Hunt, but it's like the bad guy with Ethan's mask on.
That was another one where they had it where you didn't expect the mask to come because you're looking for it to always be Ethan. But then it's not Ethan. Yeah. It's the other guy. Yeah.
It was clever.
Yeah. So many iconic scenes in all those movies. That silent room where he almost hits the floor, and when he's rappelling down from the ceiling to get that USB drive or whatever they were going for. Just everything they do in those movies is always so insane. So yeah, I'm hoping that it's probably an IMAX, I would imagine.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I would absolutely assume so. The last one did 220 million.
Wow.
That seems like a low number.
That does seem low. That seems like that's how much it costs to make it. That sounds like a budget, not like a game.
Yeah. Because I know Fallout was close to $1 billion.
Yeah. Are you on Box Office? Sorry, you're on Box Office Mojo?
Movieweb.com.
Oh, I just go boxofficemojo.com.
That's where I was.
Box Office Mojo's the best. They give you everything.
That's where I was, and it's not giving me proper numbers here.
It's a good summer though. Like, I mean, Oppenheimer's out now too. The new Christopher Nolan movie. Haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
No, but apparently that's a tearjerker.
Oh, it's gonna be the last in a trilogy, and the only Marvel movie I care about, because I don't care about the Marvel movies anymore. But the Guardians was such a good one that I do want to see that.
$787 million.
Yeah. So the 200 was probably foreign box office.
Maybe. That's quite possible.
And then combined, it's $1 billion. Sometimes they do that too. They'll split the domestic and the foreign, and they won't combine them to worldwide or whatever. But yeah, that should be a good one. I'm looking forward to seeing that. But
hell yeah, man!
Tom Cruise, man, he ain't gonna stop. And if he does, it's probably because he killed himself. jumping off a fucking building or some shit for
Yeah.
for the love of the movie. Like, don't die, Tom.
I'm pretty sure there was a scene in Fallout when he was jumping off of like one roof onto another or something, and he broke his ankle.
Yeah, I remember that. Tape it up, keep going, Jackie Chan
Dude,
style.
this franchise has made so much money. Man, you got a calculator handy?
Yep.
Let's do some math.
Okay, mathematics. Do you want me to wait? Let
So-
me record my mathematics. We can use it as a screen capture. You want to do that? So we're gonna on screen right now. We're going to.
We're going to calculate we're just going to add this. I mean, I'm sure I can just Google the answer to this, but it's more fun this way.
Do it.
So we're going to add up all the numbers.
Okay.
And we're going to see how much ticket sales this franchise has made. So in sixth place, Mission Impossible 3 with $399.4 million.
399.
We'll just go 399, just make it an even number.
Okay. We're working in millions here.
Yep.
Okay. Plus.
At fifth place, the original Mission Impossible at 458 million.
Okay.
In fourth place, Mission Impossible 2, 550 million.
550 plus.
Mission Impossible Rogue Nation,
Yep.
which would be, I believe, the fifth one. 689 million.
689. Okay.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, which I believe is the fourth one.
Okay.
It did 695 million.
Wow. Okay.
And then, of course, in top, the number one spot would be Fallout, which was 787 million.
Wow. 787.
Yeah.
787. So you want the grand total?
Yeah.
3.5, or well, it's 3,578,000,000.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And that's
Just over
without-
$3.5 billion.
That's without the names like Marvel and DC behind you.
Yeah, that's
That's crazy.
Tommy Tom and
Tom.
the
That's
Funky
Tom.
Bunch. That's it. Tommy Tom
Love
and
Tom.
Jerry Bruckheimer. No, does Bruckheimer do the Mission Impossible? I know he did. I know he did Maverick. How much money does Tom Cruise have? He doesn't even need to count it, right?
No, there was a different story behind the director of Maverick. I'm gonna get to it in one second.
The director. I'm thinking Bruckheimer as a producer. He's just in cahoots with him for the money. But yeah,
No, because Tom Cruise was hesitant about it because the original director committed suicide.
oh shit. They had a guy lined up to film Maverick and he committed suicide.
No, that happened quite a long time ago.
Oh. Or the guy who directed the original Top Gun.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, he wasn't signed up to do Maverick. He was just the original guy who...
And 19, so I'm on insider.com. So Tony Scott was the director
Yeah.
of the original Top Gun,
Okay.
and he committed suicide.
Oh, shit. Don't do suicide stuff. That's down on a whole rule. All you viewers.
I just want to confirm that before we go any further. So the last film that Tony Scott ever did was called Unstoppable, and it had Denzel in it.
The one with the train.
Yeah.
Chris Pine and Denzel Washington.
And yeah, it was
That
suicide.
was a good movie.
He did some really good ones. That's really sad.
Yeah, it sucks.
But yeah, that's why he didn't want to do it for a long time. So he had another one like approach him, but with this really good story about Goose's kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked, man. I mean, it was basically like Star Wars, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you can pull it off. Who cares?
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No. Well, that's it, man. Tom Cruise movies, and then there's more coming because I think part 1 of this new one is coming out now, and then next year's part 2. So there's like 3 years in a row we get Tom Cruise shit. We get Maverick, we get part 1 of this one, and then part 2 of the next Mission Impossible.
If I could recommend a Tom Cruise hidden gem,
Legend.
The Last Samurai.
Yeah. Yep, that's good too. I say Legend, but he was like 17 when he did that.
Oh man, by the end of The Last Samurai, I was so into it, and I'm freaking like, when they're on the battleground, I'm weeping.
That's a long movie too. So
yeah,
it's so good though.
So good.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Well, I liked our Tom Cruise discussion. That was good.
Yeah, no, he doesn't make many mistakes when it comes to picking films and pulling that stuff off. So
I think it's time to watch them all in order so far.
That could be a binge weekend,
right?
On a 4K television, Blu-ray, buy media physically like this guy does, because my goodness, it doesn't. Sure, you can stream it, but come on.
Well, what happens like when the internet goes down, or you get an issue with your internet line and you start seeing buffering and it just doesn't work?
Yeah.
You just
pop that in.
Put one of these in and you don't have to worry about any of that. Quality stays the same the whole time. It's wonderful.
I guess how much compression is on that? None.
Oh my God, it's just
0.
awesome. Awesome.
Thanks for watching the Down in the Hole show.
Thanks, guys.
With Jonathan.
Gals, everybody. Yeah, I'm a dude.
He's a dude, and I'm a dude disguised as other dudes. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time when we talk about more things.
Ciao.